And welcome to the Talkin Yanks pregame show. I was waiting for them to do the bug and roll part again.
Yeah,
they never
everybody
did
was.
it. Everyone's waiting for them to say bug and roll. They didn't say it. It's the Talkin Yanks pregame show. First series against the Houston Astros. Yankees are winning games. Are they for real? They got a real team coming into town to put it to the test. It's a good matchup. Here on the pregame show, Jake will introduce himself soon. You can't see him right now. This is a screen that Zach put together in the meantime. And we're going to do the lineups, what to watch for, pitching path to victory, homer draft, over, under, and premonitions. Now, Zach, if you could cut to the live shot of Jake. This is kind of like the Ocean's 11 casino tape that we recorded. And 3, 2, 1.
And cut.
Okay. Jake, how you doing?
James, Zach, Patreon Sam lurking the chat. Excited for everyone. Big day. First series everyone's had circled for a long time. And May the 4th be with us today. Can you believe that? Excited, man, excited. We get caught up in the work side of this sometimes. And, we had a lot of fun stuff go on today. We had a banana bread delivery from Nolan's, our guys. We did our first sharp stats in a while. That was a blast.
It was a blast. It was a 9.75 episode.
Easily.
Today. And people are saying that,
that's conservative.
Yeah, people are saying good rating.
And then, as the day has trickled in, we've had, different people come into the office. And, everything has its own little tidbit. You see CeCe post the old picture of Yoda, and you're like, oh, my God, was a starting pitcher in our rotation giving out Yoda bobbleheads on May the 4th? That was pretty wild. We kind of overlooked how nuts that was.
CeCe likes getting dressed up.
Oh, sure, but, still, think about the Yankees and everything tied to it, and CeCe Sabathia was outside the stadium dressed up as Yoda handing out bobbleheads. That will never be seen again. And then we have, different Yankee fans leak in, and it's like, oh, what if there's up and in pitches? Oh, this could be good baseball. And the internet is always the internet, so it's a lot going on to the point where we just shared an energy drink.
No, I haven't had any yet.
Well, we shared. We still shared it. We still divvied it. To the point where, 4:30, want to turn up a little bit, want to be on point for this game. A lot of action. Excited to see the energy in the crowd tonight. And hopefully see some real good baseball, man.
That's what I'm hoping for. Nice, good, clean game. I think Astros are 7-3 in their last 10. Yankees are 7-3 in their last 10. Two teams coming in. Looking good. Is that correct? One? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Both are 7-10. 7-3 in their last 10. Greinke versus Herman. Two guys whose last names start with G. So a lot of people have been talking about that.
But they make different noises.
Of course.
I wouldn't say of course.
Of course. Do you know why the Amish speak Pennsylvania Dutch, even though they're German?
Do I want to know why?
No, didn't ask that.
I think you said that.
I said, do you know why?
I think you said, do you want to know why?
No, didn't.
And I don't want to know why.
Okay. Zach, do you want to know why?
But, it's just one of those things that it's important to remind people, like, we work. Is that what you're talking about with the Pennsylvania Dutch?
Who's FaceTiming you? Oh, Trevor. What's up, Trev? We're doing the pregame show right now.
We're working. So
wow.
We'll talk to you later.
You got a baguette in your other hand?
I was actually fucking. Jake wasn't being such an asshole.
You're live right now.
Show you these new shoes I got.
Oh, well, we don't care. We're working. We'll see you later.
Wow, that was French Trevor Plouffe wearing.
He's going to be actually mad about that, probably.
Text him and say.
Frenchman Trevor Plouffe.
Text him and say.
Hasn't been a part of the rivalry.
Say it was just a bit, dude. Text him and say that.
Tell him sorry Zach hung up on you.
Yeah. What was I saying, dude? I was saying something really cool about the Pennsylvania Dutch.
Nobody cared.
Oh, okay. Because Germany wasn't like a thing then. And Deutsch just got changed to Dutch. So, you ask a World War II soldier, who they were fighting. They say the Dutch. They talk about Germans.
And it looks like LeMahieu's Stanton up top. What else?
Yeah, LeMahieu's leading off. Stan's batting second. Judge is batting third. Gio, the God Urshela, is your cleanup hitter. Gleyber Torres behind him batting fifth. Clint Frazier slides up to the 6 hole or 7 hole or 6 hole.
Believe in yourself.
Aaron Hicks drops down to the 7 hole. Higashioka in the 8th hole. And Odor batting 9th. Now, I just tweeted out some Jimmy Lytics about this lineup.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 5th time this season we've had those 9 guys play, which is the most out of any combination of 9 guys. The next highest is 3. So that's something. This is the first time we've had this combination of 9 guys in this order. So there you go. There's some lineup stats.
First time we've seen this lineup. But we were all around it on the episode earlier.
Yeah, Clint and Hicks switched. That's the difference. We've seen it with Hicks batting 6 and Clint 7 3 times. Something like that. Yeah.
What do you think?
I like it. This is the lineup. This is the 9 guys we did on the episode earlier. This is 9 guys we thought were going to be out there. This is our best 9 right now. And I like Gio. I was worried, 20% worried they might do Odor behind Judge because he's a lefty versus a righty pitcher. They didn't. So I like Gio protecting Judge. And, yeah, dude, I mean, it's looking better. Everyone's starting to come around. So interested in the bottom there with Clint, Hicks, Odor, and I like Higgy in between them. But I like it. I mean, you got to be happy with it as well, right?
Yeah, we were on this for the most part. I'm fine with the Hicks-Frazier spot. They're hoping Clint is getting hot. He's shown he gets hot in a hurry when he does. Lefty Hicks still needing to prove it. So, yeah, you know, we normally... They've shown they appreciate the balance at times, so that's kind of why Hicks is usually a spot up or so, but fine with it. And Greinke this year, his splits, righties actually have a slightly higher OPS. Over his career, it's not a giant split, so they're going to roll with it. They're going to roll with their best punches in the top 6, minus Higgy. But, yeah, like this lineup.
5, I'm going to do math real quick.
Sure.
5 plus 28 is 33.
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 23. Greinke allows 1.5 runners an inning this season. He hasn't been having the greatest of starts. He's had some good starts, but in his last 4 starts, he's allowed 28 hits over 23 innings. So he's been getting got.
They got whip as a stat. You can use that.
No, because that does it per 9, and I don't like that.
It's walks and hit per inning.
Walks and hits per inning. Oh.
Yeah.
What's his whip? But that was the last 4 games.
That was the last 4 games. Okay.
Yeah, he started the season good.
Okay.
His last 4 games, he's been letting a lot of base runners on.
Gotcha.
Like he did 10 hits and 3 walks, and then 10 hits, and then 4 hits and 2 walks.
Okay. So recently he's been getting knocked around a little bit.
Yeah, he's been putting
Still
runners
having
on
a
base.
solid start to the year, but runners on the bases. Okay.
Which I like.
Let's get a hit. Domingo Germán pitching for the Yanks, Jim.
I like Germán. If anyone doesn't remember how fun Greinke is to watch, he's the most one of the top pitchers to watch pitch in baseball right now. He throws a changeup, which is basically the same as his fastball. Sometimes his changeup's faster than his fastball. It's wild. Those are the 2 pitches he throws a lot. His 4-seam fastball's been getting banged up a lot this season, which is interesting. Yeah, and then Germán. I don't know. I don't want Germán to hit someone. That's my biggest thought with Germán.
Okay.
A lot of people are begging for the Yankees to retaliate and throw at someone, and I don't think it should be Germán.
Okay.
I don't think it should be anyone. I think we should just try to win the game, and that's the biggest statement. But
yeah, I do think there's a little bit of, Germán's kind of been on everyone's shit list, and rightfully so to a degree. I could see this as a window for him thinking he could win a lot of Yankee fans back that way. And yeah, we honestly do not hope it goes that way, because I don't know, man. I mean, the stadium's going to be rowdy. Both these teams are on edge, and hey, Like, think about who's talking about this. Like, if craziness does ensue this series, I mean, that's probably, like, good for our company, but we're kind of rooting against that. Like, let's beat these dudes on the field. Like,
I don't care about
have
anything.
a big series, man.
The A's talk so much trash, and then they lost like 10 games in a row,
Right.
and it's embarrassing. So I
Yanks didn't really talk trash, though.
No, but I'm saying I don't want them to. I don't want the pregame press, the quotes.
Right.
I don't want Herman throwing at someone. All I want is good, clean baseball and win some games. Fans can boo and be really loud.
I'm okay if there's pregame quotes and the Yankees win. That's fun.
Yeah.
If you don't, that's an awful look.
Everything comes down to that. So, do you want to do? There's a good amount of Yankees that have good numbers off of Greinke, which is fun. Torres has good numbers. Stanton has good numbers. Or Stanton has good slugging, not great batting average, and then DJ has good numbers. And Gio, that's cool.
Yeah, and you know, if you didn't know what Jimmer was saying before, I mean, Greinke's gonna have change-ups tonight that are faster than his fastball at times. He's going to have potentially curveballs dip into the low 6, maybe one in the 5s. It's a form of artistry when it's right. Interested to see how he looks coming off of a couple men ones. And yeah, like you said, I mean, DJ LeMahieu has 58 career at-bats against Zach Greinke regular season. So yeah. Everyone has seen him except Clinton Higgy. Cliggy, as everyone knows him in the dugout.
Besides the pitching, do you have a what to watch for?
Well, what I'd watch for is the Houston lineup: Altuve, Brantley, Bregman, Alvarez, Gurriel, Correa, Tucker, Straw, and Maldonado. Yuli Gurriel with good numbers off Domingo Germán, 4 for 6. Watch out for that. Brantley with a 2 for 4. Maldonado, 2 for 5. So that's a little what to watch for on that side of the baseball. Man, my what to watch for, and I alluded to this on the episode today, the Yanks just need to be clean early. I know that sounds kind of dumb, but I genuinely think the atmosphere for this game, the crowd has been, and the people that are going to this game have been waiting for this game for a long time. These players haven't played in a stadium that's going to be as loud it is tonight in, 2+ years, or however the measurement goes. 2 years? I don't know. Not a math pod. It's going to be intense. The players are going to feel it, and they feed off crowd energy. They really do. I mean, we saw that coming off of last year. It's just a different world, even with a small amount of fans in the stands. I think the amount of fans got boosted up, too, right? Didn't we go from 10% to 33% or something like that?
20 to 33?
20 to 33.
Did that happen officially?
I think that's mid-May.
That's mid-May. Okay,
Yeah.
So that didn't happen yet. But either way, the fans are going to be rowdy. That as long as the Yankees are in this game, and if Greinke is letting runners on base, the crowd's going to get loud. The guys are going to feel it. I think the atmosphere is good. If they can stay in this game and not have the costly error or give them the extra at-bat, I truly do think through the first few innings of this game, like, it's one of the few days in baseball that I think a crowd and atmosphere can help the home team in this game. So I'm excited for that. Play clean early. Let the game kind of go, and I think the Yankees will have a chance, which that's all you ask for in sports. They'll have more than a chance.
And it's all you ask for in life.
Yeah. In life, you ask for a chance.
I'd like a chance.
Play clean early.
Play clean early. A question you posed, what's the actual math on the last time they faced each other? I'm a mathematician, as I did it. 563 days divided by 365 is 1.5, so it's a year and a half.
1.5. Cool.
So 1.542465753542.
Ruckus
Zach.
crowd.
Be loud.
Most ruckus crowd the Yankees have played in first days.
I'd like to
internet.
win with our best guys. So my what to watch for is going to be the 1, 2, 3. It's like
okay.
I think what you're I'm guessing or not thinking or projecting or whatever. When you say like clean, you mean like pitching and defense. Like that's what pops to my head. First inning, base runner or like hard hit balls from those three. Stanton and Judge, you go back 20 days now. They both have OPSs that start with 1. I'd like to not, I wouldn't mind if they win 2-0 and it's a 2-run shot by Odor, but I that would mean that the big bats fell silent, and I'd just like to keep those guys going. So I'd like first or second time DJ Stanton Judge, something gets done.
A little action there.
Little action, first or second time out of the top 3.
Okay.
Or even go 2-3-4 with Gio. But I'd like to win with Stanton and Judge being very much a part of it offensively. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you don't want to walk away from this game and it's 4-2 and Higgy had a 3-run homer. Is that what you're saying?
I'd be fine with it. But then if like Judge and Stanton are like combined 0 for 10 and like they got the best of those guys, like I want those guys to be like rocking.
Okay. Yeah, no, and that'll feed into the crowd a little more if those guys are doing it per usual.
Yes, that's kind of where my head was at. Like
Okay.
I think Dak gets the biggest accordion effect. In some Yankeeography, Jim Leyrit's triple, someone in the Yankeeography, when they talk about that triple, says that the stadium sounded like an accordion, which is what I was just referencing, which no one understood.
I knew.
Okay. Jake knew. Did you know, Zach?
I didn't know the accordion line until just that. I knew what you were going for, but I didn't know where you got that from.
Okay, cool. Right. And you're a musician.
Right.
You ever played the accordion?
Never tried.
You think Jake would be able to do it?
He can make sounds, I think.
Oh.
Not bad.
That's awesome. Good for you, man. Pitching path of victory. Whole bullpen's rested, so it's kind of easy. It's Herman. I mean, Wilson's out and Wilson's not out, but O'Day's out and Wilson, I think, gets dropped. I think it's, you have Chappie for the 9th, you have Chad, and then you have Loizaga, and if you need someone before Loizaga, I think it's Litke. I think that's the path right there.
Yeah.
If Herman has awful game and comes out really early, you have King.
Do you think they'll treat this a little more like a real game? And if Herman's in trouble, 82 pitches, 4.1 innings, runners on first and second, do you think they'll go to Litke? Like, instead of letting him pitch through it? Because I do think what's in back of the Yankees' heads, because we know how they think to a degree. They think in series. Mm-hmm. And they have Garrett Cole pitching Game 3.
Yeah.
So I do think they'd be willing, if Herman's in some trouble, it's the middle of the 5th inning, top 5, they're up 4-2, and there's runners on. I think they'll have an earlier hook on Herman than they would in a normal regular season game. Because I think they want to win one before Cole Day. Like, that's how their brain is working.
I think they'll have a normal hook on Herman in regular season game as well. They've kind of had an early hook on a lot of guys earlier in that scenario that you laid out.
Herman's last 2 starts, 6 innings and 7 innings.
But he's looked great. He's pitched against who? Orioles and Tigers?
Cleveland and Baltimore.
Okay. I don't know. I'm interested. Yeah. I think everyone wants them to do the pitching like it's a playoff game because that's kind of like what the atmosphere everyone's hoping for.
I wouldn't say playoff game.
Real straight-up game.
Win a game.
Yeah. And then you might see Litke come in,
Yeah. I think so.
If Herman gets banged around and he's in the 3rd, then you might see King come in. And then if King comes in there, you might see them ride him for a while, like he did the last time he came in for Herman, even though that was in a losing effort. But I think the pitching path of victory is Herman, then like Litke ends an inning, and then you go Loizaga, Chad, Chapman.
Yeah, and we always love a lane here. I wonder if Domingo goes through twice plus Altuve.
Then you bring Litke in.
Brantley, Bregman, Yordan Alvarez.
For Litke? That's their 2-3-4.
2 lefties, and that was Litke's specialty before he's evolving into what he is now. Mm-hmm. So I'd be interested to see that. And obviously a lot of moving parts. It depends how Herman looks. If it's a 4-0 game and Herman looks great, you're going to let him ride. But
Obviously, we're not Astros fans.
yet.
I haven't been watching their games. I'm interested to see that they haven't been hitting a lot of home runs. In their last 9 games, the last 9 days, they only have 3 home runs as a team. If you go to 7, it's 2. But they have a lot of extra base hits. They've been hitting the ball, and it's been really balanced. Like, they haven't been relying on one dude more than the other. Straw, Correa, Brantley, Alvarez all have, like, just a 280 batting average or higher in their last week. But they haven't been hitting a lot of home runs. Yankee Stadium might cure that for them.
Yeah, and I mean,
Hopefully not.
Right now, the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 through 6 for them, everyone's hitting 283 or up, which you're not seeing around baseball right now.
No, they're all hitting. They just didn't hit any home runs the last 2 series, I guess. I don't know why. Maybe they weren't trying to. Jake?
Yeah.
Okay. Did the what to watch fors. We did the lineup. We did the pitching path of victory, and now it's time for Homer Draft. It's the Homer Draft.
99 love balloons.
Yeah, so back in like the 1780s, they'd be like, that's a Dutch song. If you were to ask them. If someone got pickled for 200 years, woke up, heard that, they'd be like, that's Dutch. They'd be like, no, that's German. They'd be like, German? What's that? Like the Hessians. They'd be like, the Germans. I go first in the Homer Draft.
Yes.
I won last series.
Yes.
I'm up 9-3 on the season.
Judgment Day.
I'm up 5-1 in the series. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. You know what? I am going. Oh, do I do it? Do I do it? Do I do it?
Oh.
To the what? I'm going to take Stanton.
Okay. Giancarlo no son pueblo. It's a good pick.
Thanks, man.
It's a good pick. Power hitter. It's a homer off Greinke. It is key. I think what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
That thing you do.
Are you worried about your Homer Draft at all?
No, man. I'm like the Yankees. I didn't take April seriously. But that's what the rest of the season's for.
Jake hasn't predicted a homer in the last 9 games.
And in April, got my COVID shot, just like the team.
Okay.
It's a lot of games, man. I will win the Homer Draft, and that's why I'm taking the corner outfielders today. Aaron Judge and Clint Frazier.
Nice. Judge is a great pick, obviously.
Sure.
Now, if I wasn't to take Stanton, would you have taken Judge, Stan?
It depends who you took.
If I didn't take Judge or Stanton, would you have taken both of them?
Probably not.
You wouldn't have doubled up?
No.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's your final pick, Jim?
I'm pretty torn here. I want to go one guy, playing the game a little,
Sure.
but I don't think I like him against Greinke. But I think I like him against a weird bullpen homer. And he seems like the most silent coming into this series. So I'm going to take Hicks. 2 more games left, so you don't want to take Aaron Hicks.
For those listening.
2 more games left, so you don't want to take too many big hitters.
Sure.
And I think, I don't know, maybe like a reliever switches him to the right side for some dumb reason.
Brooks Raley.
And then, bam, home run. Hicks?
What?
To the... Who's do you like better, Zach?
I think I like the, well, I'm going back and forth on it. I think I like Jake's picks this time, but only slightly better.
It's gonna be May.
Yeah, they're both good picks.
I like Judge a lot.
Yeah.
I wanted Judge, but I felt Stanton a little more.
Good.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Kind of similar picks.
Great pick.
Similar teams here. I think we've done this before.
All outfielders, kind of.
All outfielders, kind of.
Yeah.
Except Stan's not allowed to play the outfield.
AOFK.
AOFK. All outfielders. So you separated outfielders there.
If I told you how to abbreviate outfielders, how would you do it?
Well, outfielder is one word, right?
Yeah.
I asked a question.
So it'd be AOO. All outfielders only.
The last letter's kind of, so that's got to be K. So we're going to take that back.
Okay, AOK.
And
Which is awesome.
If I told you
There
to
it is.
abbreviate outfielders, how would you do it?
Well, there's abbreviation for one word, and then there's building an acronym around 3 words.
I'm asking one question.
But that's not what you did.
That's fine. I'm asking one question.
It's like if I counted to 5 and then you called me on, I'd be like, well, how would you count to 3? That's kind of what you're doing. Yeah.
Chat knows.
What do you think the over-under is?
Chat knows. Let's see. Herman, Grank Bomb. Locked and loaded at the stadium.
99.
Probably an 8.5, something like that. What you looking for?
My
big
wedding,
guy?
my wedding ring. I
Ooh.
don't know where it could have went. I was going to say 8.5 as well. I think this is a classic situation where, like, well, we think the offense is going to do well because they're both kind of doing well right now, but we also think they don't disbelieve or majorly believe in any party here.
Okay.
And I think the status quo line is 8.5.
Okay.
So I was going to go 8.5 as well.
9 it is.
Zach? 8.5.
Bingo.
That was an easy one.
0.5 high every time. Herman Grank. A lot of emotions at the stadium. We love Granky.
Close your eyes and picture the final score, Zach. What do you have it as? 5-3?
I was gonna say 6-3.
That's the over.
Yeah, so that's
and
close.
mine is the under.
Yeah.
And that's the rub, dude. That's what
that's why
Vegas
it's tough.
does.
That's why it's tough.
Shit. How could I drop something in a tiny room we're in and it's lost now?
It's around.
I know,
Definitely around.
But the fact it's not an eyesight is weird.
A lot of obstructions.
What do you got, Jake? Do you have a lean here?
Let's see.
You got the under correct last game. You're 12-6.
I'll go under.
Under?
I'll go under.
Dude, I kind of like that. Like, I'm not going to bet against Cranky, teasing everyone.
Right.
I think I do like the under, but I'm not complete. If I could flip a coin, I would.
Okay.
I don't have a coin. I keep them in my cup holder in my car sometimes.
Sure.
Other times I just put them in the tip jar. It's kind of where my coins go.
Two good coin places.
Yes.
For sure.
Zach has like a water jug full of coins. He
Zach,
lugs
is
it
that
around.
true? You lug a. So let's just check.
Yes. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
lug around a water jug filled with coins.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask one question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever seen me with a water jug full of coins in the office?
I personally have not. That's why
Yeah.
the statement seemed a little
Right,
obtuse.
you're never watch him come and go,
It's a
We
Yeah.
walk home often.
Yeah.
It's delightful.
and you never noticed.
That is true. We do walk home together more than you and I have walked home
Wow.
together.
So do you stash it somewhere outside the building then?
There's starting to become rumors that
It's like
There's
it's just not true.
feel like there's a lot of stories being told about me right now.
filled with coins.
Yeah.
Feels like we've busted a couple myths this episode.
Yeah.
Myth busted. I'm going to take the under as well. I'm going to go with you on that.
Yeah.
I think, we're hoping it's going to be like a nice, clean game with timely hitting. And I hope it is.
My deciding vote, because I was pretty close to the over,
Yeah.
was both bullpens are fully rested. Everyone had an off day yesterday.
How's their bullpen doing? Like, who are their big bullpen pieces?
I mean, they try their hardest whenever they come in, which is really all you can ask.
You can ask for that, and you'd be within reason.
So your guy, the Pirate Ryan Stanek, you might see him this series, Jim. Your
Ryan
boy.
Stanek's doing shit for them?
Yeah, Ryan Presley. So the Ryan and Ryan.
And then Brandon.
Joe Smith getting hit around early.
Joseph Smith's an early settler name.
Big time.
So it looks like they've been using Brian Abreu as their 6th inning guy. So we might see him in the 6th inning. Ryan Stanek is their 7/8th inning guy. So Ryan Stanek, is he doing well?
Yeah, he is.
Bring that pirate into here.
Cube says the bullpen has been somewhat shaky this year.
Okay. Interesting.
Might get some Kent Emanuel.
Brooks Raley looks like an 8th inning guy a lot of the times. Okay. Which one's Hicks going to take deep?
Brooks Raley, I said that before.
Ryan Presley is the closer. Do you have a premonition? Do you think Chapman will come in to face Altuve in the 9th? Do you think the baseball gods are real, man?
Baseball.
Maybe it's not this game, but that will happen this series.
Do you have a premonition?
I've been thinking about it a lot since you asked me a moment ago. And I think that Gio is going to make a play today that gets put on the end of year highlight package. Like when they make the Yankees are going to the playoffs pump up highlight video and they do like the best, you only choose, it's a short video. I think he makes a play today.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but it's on there. Coming in bare hand, jump throw in the hole. I don't know.
Okay.
But I think Gio flashes like obviously you say I think Gio flashes some leather today, but I think it's like a big time play.
I see a bench player having an impact moment. So I see either Gardy making maybe like a diving catch, sliding catch late. It could also be Tyler Wade running the bases. And there's potential for a Gary pinch hit. I can't see it, but it's just like an aura around the bench. An energy.
Gary pinch run sack fly.
I wouldn't say Gary pinch run sack fly.
Higgy catches some allergies at third. They got to put Gary in, and he scores on the sack fly.
Higgy catches some allergies.
Yes. Nevin's wearing a cologne.
Mid-game.
Pungent cologne from Nevin. He's allergic.
Phil Nevin has a cologne scent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Strong.
Well, we met him. He didn't have a cologne scent, right?
No, but that's because he just came from the beach.
Oh, yeah.
In my head.
That guy said, "Defa Wade." Defa.
So he thinks it's going to be Wade. Okay.
Defa. That's the show. Everything we said is very smart. You guys enjoyed your time.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find the bug song, and I can't find it. Oh, I found it. Okay. Bug song. See ya.